G'day everybody and welcome back to the Vancouver Club. I'm Liam Hardy with Spotlight Mining. Very happy to catch up once again with Catalin from Goldplay Mining. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Nice to see you guys, and finally made it in Canada after what, 2 years? Or?
Finally let us back in, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, tell me about the last 2 years for you.
Well, lots happened in the last 2 years. You know, after being part of Tudor Gold, which was, as we planned and what we hoped is one of the largest discoveries of the decade. Was part of the team there with Ken Conkin, and that was a big success. That was late last year, which is 2020, and then I decided to create a brand new company. And we have now Goldplay Mining that's been trading on TSXv for about 6 months now, a bit less than 6 months, and it's been a great success. The mission there with Goldplay was very simple: create a company, having been involved in the industry for 20 plus years, where we can hopefully handpick the best people we can to work with, handpick the best investor to start, and also handpick the best projects that have the potential to become a major discovery.
So you started out with the Scotty West project. You've already had some teams there. That's exciting. I've spoken to a few of the geos there. They say there's a lot of gossans, there's a lot of metal on the ground, which you can see from the satellite photos as well. You've also expanded into new properties in BC. Tell us about those.
We've started that journey with a really nice project in that Golden Triangle, where we have lots of experience bordering the Scotty Resources project called Scotty West. We were the first to do exploration this summer, and we are very happy with the results so far. We're backlogged from the labs as everybody else, so wait for more results to come, hopefully over the month of October, November into December. But it's looking like we've already disclosed some results, which is encouraging. But more importantly, we've also decided to step up the game in BC. So about a month ago, we've made another major acquisition. It's a big district scale, actually 2 large projects totaling over 14,000 hectares. One of them, very interesting historical results. There's a channel sample there for about 2 meters running 120 grams gold, 1% copper. So because this could be a significant discovery, we've already got the money in the bank to drill it. So as of right now, we've got about $1 million in the bank just earmarked to begin drilling at this project, and I think that's enough to get us started. We'll probably plan a $1.5 to $2 million program there, but I wanted to end the year with at least most of the money in the bank so that we can make the plans and have the drills turning next summer in BC at this new big project.
Yeah, so BC was probably the main focus of the company when you launched. You've just been out to Portugal with the team there. Tell us about the trip.
Yeah, absolutely. I just got back literally 2 weeks ago. I've spent actually about full 2 weeks with the team in Portugal. As a reminder for investors, Goldplay has 2 things going in Portugal. We have 2 projects, 2 fairly large projects, one high-grade historic copper mine and more of an early-stage high-grade gold project. Also, we have 4 other projects that literally are in the final stage of being granted from the government. And now, having been to Portugal and having had a chance to sit down with the government, I feel even more confident that imminently we should be able to sign the final contract where we get 4 more projects. One will ask why so many. Very simple. All those projects have been acquired fairly inexpensively for the company, and really want to have as many options as we can so we can find the focus in Portugal.
It's interesting you mentioned you picked up the licenses inexpensively because governments are very welcoming in Europe on the whole to exploration at the moment. Tell us a bit about the Portuguese government and their initiatives.
Right, and I think given the European desire to encourage the domestic metal production within Europe for many reasons, one being the push of the electric vehicles, you see more and more government funding available actually for early stage exploration, which has been really, it's unheard of. I never heard about something like that, but you can see it over again, actually probably for the first time in many years. So we have really not 1 but 2 historic copper mines in Portugal. And interesting enough, both produced in 1980s when copper was maybe 50-60 cents a pound. And we're looking at district scale potential, based on the known mineralization and the work that's been done. Those projects run mineralization out for about 2 kilometers. Only about half a kilometer, 500 meters have been mined at very shallow.
And you've picked up these projects now, you've got ground in Portugal, you know there's some metal in it. What are your main goals?
So our objective is to have the drills turning in Portugal, hopefully this year still. We are just at the final stage of paperwork / getting everything ready, but we are very close. And really, I think what you're going to see from us in Portugal is provide a geological target. In other words, we are only looking at projects that have the potential to be an economic mine. Otherwise, we're not bothering to make a small discovery. We really want to have a mine on our hands. And then, you'll see us drilling to confirm that target. And, advance it through exploration, resource calculation, engineering, and permitting, and why not. So, quite excited about Portugal. Very excited.
So you've got these two great jurisdictions now. BC is well known, and you've got new ground in BC. Portugal is well known to the Portuguese, at least, and the geologists in Portugal who are mining it now at Neves Corvo and Algesur. What's next for Goldplay? What can we expect in terms of news?
I think, I'm quite happy on the way that things turned out from the planning that we started literally a year ago. Everything was a concept, a brand new company, we were going to do this and that. We are, literally a year from the concept now, when we are 6 months into trading. We've done 3 major transactions. The beauty about the company, we put together a very solid group of people that are involved both at the board of director level, but also advisory board level. We've added, since we last spoke, Walter Coles, which is the CEO of Skina, as the chair of our advisory board. We've added a very senior executive, ex-senior executive from Newmont, Ken Blanc, on our advisory board, and somebody actually from Europe, Daniel Blor, who we know is a geologist, but mostly involved with kind of due diligence for large investors that are looking to get exposure into mining. So with our Portuguese presence in Europe and having Daniel involved, again, it could open up doors for us to get, hopefully bigger and larger deals. What's the focus? Focus is really create value for shareholders. How we do it? It's either through the drill bit, through discovery, and we're looking, for significant discoveries, or production or near-term production. And the fact that we have early stage BC project with more brownfields project in Portugal, it's a nice counterbalance. It also, hopefully, as things start, allows us to have a year-round news flow, which you are very familiar that, companies only exposed in BC are, cyclical in terms of news flow because of the cyclicality of the work that's
apart from this year, when the results from this year are going to come in next spring, right, for a lot of companies.
Due to the lab delays. But, I think, we are always looking at things, and we'll only make things if it makes sense. We're not doing deals just for the sake of doing deals. We're doing deals if we know and we're confident they're going to add shareholder value. So stay tuned.
I don't think it's a secret. People know that I like these new listings and new stories, and that's the best place to get involved in a story if you want to, build value quickly, shall we say, is to get in early. I am a shareholder of this project, and I think the news flow may have seemed slow, but it's a brand new start, right? So you've got people in the field, everything's coming together, and from next year, now that's all together, we should have a really good year. So I'm very excited about that.
Thank you, Liam. I think one thing I would even ask investors, when they invest their own dollars, look at people behind, look at their track record. And I think, we are very fortunate to have, people that are involved in the company have a very solid track record of creating shareholder value. So really, we have a duty to follow through, and that's the reason why actually most of the people in the advisory board and the board are shareholders of the company. We don't have people just there to have their name attached to something. We have people within Goldplay that are actually contributing ideas. We're brainstorming together. We're regularly talking to each other, and we're trying really to create hopefully another big success story like we've created in the past. So it's no guarantees, but a lot of guarantees of hard work, that's for sure.
Great. So really looking forward to the outcome of these new projects in Portugal and some results from BC, and we'll catch up again soon. Thanks, Catalin.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Liam. Cheers.